Hey guys, so today we'll be seeing how to screen your stock or how to pick stocks with a particular screener. Now for this we can go to TickerTape.in. In that you can go to the screener tab. There will be gold, there will be screener. If you go to screener, you can go to start screening. This is for mutual funds. Let's go back to stocks. So once we go to stocks, so all the stocks that you can see will be arranged by default in the decreasing value of their market capitalization. Okay, market capitalization. Now, what is market capitalization? That is basically total value of a publicly traded company's outstanding shares of stocks. Now, why do we use that? To determine the company's size, risk level, and potential for growth. How is the market capitalization or total outstanding shares value calculated? That is, current stock price multiplied by the total outstanding number of shares is the market cap. For example, now let's go back to Reliance Industries. So the market cap, by the way, all this is in crores. So it's 20 lakh 89,955 crores is the market cap of Reliance Industries. Now, how do we get the total number of outstanding shares? For that, we have to divide 2089955.07 divided by 1544.4. By that, we get the total number of outstanding shares that is traded in the stock market. Now you have the stock name, you have the subsector, like different sectors where the stock belongs to, or where the company belongs to, market cap, close price, PE ratio, the returns over the last 1 month, 1 day, the return on equity ROE, and the PB ratio. PE ratio is the price to earnings ratio. PB ratio is basically the price to book value ratio. Now, if we go here and see the additional filters, you can see different filters like profitability, growth, valuation, ownership, who all are the owners, futures and options, price and volume. Here we have enabled 1 month return. So we can enable 1 year return versus Nifty. So we can see the performance of this particular stock against Nifty. Nifty is the index which is used in India. Nifty 50 is the top 50 stocks listed on the Indian stock market based on market cap. So those are the different factors. Like you can also see the 6 month return versus Nifty, how much away the stock price is from the 52-week high. So, as you know, each stock is traded throughout the year. Say Tata Motors, it is traded throughout the year. So, you can see how far is it from the price that you saw before. So, this is how you can see. Now, so Tata Motors has only been traded from November 10th. Now let's go for another stock here. Let's go to the screener. Save the saved screens. So yes, stocks, save streams, high growth value. No. So suppose I am going to a particular stock such as Adani Power. So how much is the difference from the actual peak value? So the current stock is trading at around 141.76. Now, how far is it away from the peak or the last year's value? That is 104.23. That is one index. Now, another way of looking at it is basically you can look at the growth, you can look at the returns of different timings, how much away it is from the 52-week high. That means how long the or how far the stock has moved in the last 1 year. So if the stock is very lower than that, there is a potential chance that you can go back. The stock can return to that extent. So based on that, you can take your calls whether to buy or sell the stock. You can check the analyst ratings here, but it's better to do your own analysis. So you can check the profitability. So let's check about the growth. So how is the growth evaluated here? That's what is shown. One by one, we will be seeing it later. Now let's look at the common things. So let's go back here and again go to the screener tab, screener stocks, and let's go back to the highest uh, growth companies. Now for basic things or three filters. That is now using a minimum metric of here I've selected 3-4 filters only. One is highest growth companies. I have named the screen. Now I only want companies above 1000 crore. Why? So that there is not much of uh, change or variation in a small period of time. The net profit margin, how profitable the company is, or what is the profit margin per year? It should be about 10% profitable. Now, if you see, I've arranged it on a decreasing order of market cap. Some companies which are you can see in the Nifty 50 are not here in the when I've set the filter to minimum 10% net profit margin. So these current screen basically shows the more profitable ones out of the total Nifty 50 companies in the region. Then you can also set on a basic level 100% buy recommendation from the analyst. Now it's the analyst with related to TickerTape, but you can do your own analysis. But this is like a no, basic thing you can do. You can keep it at 80, 90, whatever you like, and go forward from there. So if you, so basically here I've kept three filters only, but I can add additional filters by pressing add filter here. Then I can select what is the other things like uh, technical indicators such as the volatility. If I check the volatility, annualized standard deviation of the daily price change for the 200 most recent trading days. So it's around 25% volatile, the first stock. Second is around 45%. So you can see according to your risk range. If you like volatility, you can select that. If not, you don't have to select that particular thing. Okay, that is about the volatility. Now, if I add filter here, and if I can press update, the volatility get updated. So, based on my criteria of 10% minimum profit margin, 100% buy recommendation from the ticket tape analyst, and a market cap of minimum 1000 CR, what I get is these companies, around 154 companies. Now, if I want to arrange it with decreasing order of monthly returns, in the last 1 month, this particular ZF Commercial Vehicle Control Systems has given the maximum run-up. So here, if you see in the last 1 month, the stock which was trading at 12,700 in November 18th is trading at 15,536 in December 19th. So in 1 month, it has given a return of 21.68%. So that is how you calculate the returns. So here, on a basic level, similarly, if you want to arrange based on the return for the last 6 months, you can do it like this. So Indian Metals Ferro Alloy Limited has given a run-up of about 93% over the last 6 months. Now you can see the returns may not be linear, or the curve may not be linear, it may be non-linear. But so if you see now, there is a big spike that has occurred from August 8th or August 6th rather, which is trading at 710. Now after about 4.5 months, it has reached about 1414. So it has given a run up of about high run up over the last about 6 months, or 4 months rather. This has caused the overall return to be 49.94%. So but it's still again, stock is underpriced and not in overbought zone. So it is still a good stock to buy, but the valuation seems to be overvalued versus the market average. How do we know that? That you can compare to the price to earnings ratio, price to book value, price to cash flow. So there's a potential price upside of 15% still expected with this particular stock. So that is a typical example about how you can select a stock from the screener for different filters. You can change the mix and match filters as per your wish and select it. Thank you for listening to this video. See you in the next one.